What's up, guys? Welcome to Nutarot. I am an energy and intuitive reader, and I'm here to do what you don't see coming for somebody. So let's see who's gonna get it. Virgo, what's up, Virgy Virgs? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are doing swell today. So today we're going to do what you don't see coming, alright? I'm going to pull two different sides to get two different perspectives. Sometimes it's two different things. Let's begin. Virgo. My shiny teeth and me. My shiny teeth. If y'all know the Fairy Godparents, y'all know that song. So, some of you guys could have really good teeth. Some of you guys could take care of your teeth, okay? You're getting a lot of compliments. Others of you need to start taking care of your teeth if you're not. Make sure that you're paying attention to your health, okay? You know, pay attention. Alright, okay. My shiny teeth and me, shiny teeth, shiny teeth. Alright. The first card you have is Tall Tale, number 35, with Be Spontaneous, okay? So, I feel like what you don't see coming is you are a liar. If this is not you, it could be somebody else. Take it how it resonates. I feel like you decided to do something spontaneous, and I feel like you were lying to yourself. And, yeah. I feel like what you don't see coming is you're going to realize that you were lying to yourself. Okay, this could be somebody lying to you as well. Take it how it resonates. What is a tall tale and be spontaneous? You have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot, the Judgment in reverse, and the Magician in reverse with the Hermit. Okay, here you are. I feel like you are going to hold yourself accountable here because I feel like could be a Cancer here, another Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sag. I do feel like you were kind of maybe in a needy energy when you did this, okay? I do feel like the universe is protecting you to move forward, okay? The Judgment is in reverse and the Magician in reverse, okay? I do feel like you know, I feel like with the Hermit upright, I feel like you're going to realize that you could have caused some type of, you could have manifested punishment in some way because you went towards something and not in a way where it was fully authentic, and it could have backfired, okay? The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Swords. This could be about work, okay? You're going to get some type of communication that something is not going to work out, okay? With the Hermit, like I said, I do see you holding yourself accountable because, you know, at the end of the day, you're going to realize, like, okay, this didn't have to happen like this if I, like, you know, if I didn't lie or if I didn't say this when it was actually that. What's the Magician in reverse? You have the Eight of Cups, okay? Yeah, because I feel like instead of you walking away from a situation, you stayed for maybe selfish reasons, okay? What's the Judgment in reverse? You have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I do feel like, you know, the universe wants you to know that they're looking at you as a fake, a fraud, a phony, okay? Because when you don't act how you feel, you send fake, fraud, and phony energy to the universe, okay? And the way that they respond is, you would have thought, homie, okay? So you got to make sure that everything that you do, everything that you say, everything that you whatever is integral, is honest, is true. I'm doing this because it's going to help me beneficially. I'm doing this because it's going to help me grow, expand, whatever. Because if you're doing anything and the intention behind it is not honest, true, or integral, it's always going to backfire. And what you're doing is manifesting punishment for yourself in the future to come, okay? We have to understand that we're living in this universe, and the universe has its own way of moving, right? And everything is energy. So if you want the universe to flow with you, you have to flow with it, okay? What is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse? You have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I do feel like you're going to realize that sometimes the easy way is the better way, okay? All right, the next set you have is the Storyteller, number 17, with Hope in reverse. Okay, So I feel like you're gonna lose hope. I feel like what you don't see coming is that you're going to lose hope in some type of story that you've been telling yourself, or some type of path or whatever. I feel like you're going to stop. You're going to lose hope for that. What is the storyteller and hope in reverse? This could be reversed as well. Take it how it resonates. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit in reverse, the Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Cups, with the Five of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay. I do feel like, you are gonna lose hope in a situation and just be like, whatever is great, and then move on, okay, and put work into something else. I do feel like you have to hold yourself accountable for the fact that you were trying to be oblivious to this. You were trying to not look at something, okay? You got to make sure that, it's great and dandy that you're deciding to lose hope in a situation, but you got to make sure that you hold yourself accountable for the part that you played, okay? Because it takes two to tango, okay? There's always one person who's like pew pew, and there's always the other person who's like, oh my gosh, I see you're about to do that, please don't do that there, do it here so I don't die, so whichever side you were, you have to hold yourself accountable for that, okay? What's the Hermit in reverse? You have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, because it's like you're moving real quick and you're forgetting, like, you have, when we got to make sure that wherever we're going next, we clear everything that we have, and that we hold ourselves accountable for everything and move on. Yes, I did this. Yes, I did that. Yes, I put myself in a situation. Yes, I did this, and now I'm taking myself out. Now I'm taking all the hope out. Now I'm taking all the whatever out, okay? What's the Four of Cups? You have the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, and I feel like what you don't see as well is that once you start really taking action on holding yourself accountable for the part that you played in a situation, as well as allowing hope to just die, literally the universe is going to start being very generous to you with that Six of Pentacles. And I feel like you're going to realize that you have nothing to worry about this whole time, What's the Eight of Pentacles? You have the Temperance, okay? Yeah, I do feel like you're gonna have another it's like you're going to fall in love with something that you do for work, or you're going to fall in love with something that you're going to start putting a lot of work and energy into, okay? Because I do feel like you were distracted here. What is the Nine of Swords in reverse? You have the King of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there's also love coming towards you as well, for those of you guys that want it. You have the Four of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Cups, okay? I do feel like those of you guys that are still not doing this, you need to do it, okay? Because I feel like you're allowing things to just burn up in your life, and it's going to be a crazy mess to clean up if you're not in this energy of, you know what, that story is done, I'm moving on, okay? You need to be on that journey. And those of you guys that are on that journey and are not holding yourself accountable, if you're always blaming the other situation, like if somebody forced you to do something, then you need to hold yourself accountable, because ain't nobody forced anybody to do anything on this planet. You do everything that you want, because you want to. And you have to hold yourself accountable for the actions that you do, okay? So that I have for you. I hope this helped. Have a good day or a good night whenever you watch this, and stay positive.